Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to teach every truck driver how to save themselves $1,800. If you just pay attention and follow along to my advice, you're going to be just fine, because we've got quite a story to tell. Today, my friends, about a tow truck company or towing company, whatever those losers are called, and what I went through with one of them. Yeah, it's quite the tale. It absolutely is. Oh my god. So we'll talk about that. Absolutely. I got a few side notes like I always do, some things I want to talk about, and then we'll talk about my absolute 4 a.m. nightmare with a towing company. Because why shouldn't we have those also with everything else that goes along with the job? So yeah, I got people to thank. So I got names written down again. People to thank for sending super thanks on the last video. Thank you guys so much, honestly, for supporting the channel and helping this little boy's dreams come true. That sounded weird. It's one of those things I wish I didn't say, and I said it, and I'm probably not going to edit it out because why would I? This is a This Guy Trucks video. So anyways, on the last video, we got Ryan, thank you so much for the $5. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support. And we've got Sharon and Nathan with $10 each. So thank you to both of you also for your $10 contribution to the absolute insanity that goes on over on this channel. And this last one came in on a different video, an older video, but it came in today anyway, so I gotta mention it, absolutely. And it is my pleasure to mention it. Huge, absolutely huge thank you to Tea Time for $50. $50 super thanks. This Swift driver is going to be driving around in a Lambo soon if you guys keep it up. God damn, $50. Thank you, Tea Time. I appreciate that. And thank you to everyone that watches the videos. I mean, it's pretty cool. Thank you guys. And I want to say something else before I get into being a negative, grumpy old trucker like I do. Thank you to everybody that fucking understood the last video. My god, sometimes I get so sick of things, but I think a lot of you understand who I am here on YouTube and what my role is here on YouTube. It's bullshit coming out of my mouth for mine and your amusement. That's what the fuck it is, right? And yes, I have strong opinions, and I get very passionate about the things I care about. It should all be taken with a grain of salt by everyone else, because it's just me spouting off my fucking nonsense, hopefully to get a few laughs out of you guys, so you can stop thinking just for a little bit about the bullshit you're going through in your own fucking life and laugh at my expense, right? I think that is all good. So really, it means a lot to me that so many of you understood the last video and weren't offended fucking psychopaths about it, because now we're about to talk about those cupcakes. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. What is going on in the world? So as most of you know, the last video was me talking about a thing Joe Biden said, where he said that all truckers know within 3, 4, or 5 years they will be out of a job. And who knew that commenting on that statement would cause so many people to be up in arms? I was chastised over and over because, Josh, that's a 5-year-old clip. And true, I didn't actually know that, but it turns out that it fucking was. But who cares? Who cares? Why is that even an issue? Did Joe Biden say that thing? The answer to that question is yes. I heard about it and I took an interest in it, so I talked about it. Crazy, right? It's not as crazy as most people think, and quite frankly, I'm getting sick of people like idolizing their politicians. It's fucking crazy. It's absolutely nuts the way people are acting. Guys, they're just politicians. It's okay to make fun of them, to mock them, to question them, in anything you want. Like, well, there's a limit, not anything you want. But I guess I just long for the days when we used to make fun of the goofy bastards and people didn't get their feelings hurt, and now people do get their feelings hurt. And I mean, to me, honestly, it's just baffling the amount of times I was told, you need to get educated on this subject. Well, no, actually I don't. You know why? Because I just talk shit. I just see something I'm interested in, or have something go on in my day that I'm interested in, and whatever comes out of my mouth, that's the fucking video. And I was accused of spreading propaganda. What media outlet do you guys think I work for? I'm just a guy on the internet. I just say stuff. You guys are overreacting, seriously. And I mean, there was even a part of the video where I said that Joe Biden was planning trucker genocide. Do you think that was my journalistic integrity that caused me to say such a thing? Or do you think I just pulled that straight out of my ass to see if maybe some people would laugh at it? Some of y'all are taking this channel the wrong way. I'm full of shit. And I don't have to go do my research and get educated. How you know I didn't? I probably fucking didn't. But I'm allowed to speak on whatever fucking topic I want to. Tough luck. I don't know what to tell you. Is anybody else getting sick and tired of all these people running around going, you need to do more research, Josh, or whatever your name is? The do more research crowd is getting on my damn nerves. And you know what they need to do? Research these nuts, okay? Because what the fuck is going on with these people that, like, this is how they interact with people? These fucking dorks running around that just refuse to listen to anybody else, just have a conversation. What the fuck happened to just having a conversation? Where did we go wrong in the world? Now everybody's a fucking know-it-all about goddamn everything, and they go, oh, you need to do your own damn research, and you need to start figuring out the way the world works. Oh my God, I miss the days where you just talked with your friends and you just had conversations. Do you guys do this to people in real life? Do you? I've had people say that to me in real life too. You know what I did? I walked the fuck away. I'm not here for like this intellectual, I mean, I'm not trying to say that being smart is bad. What I'm trying to say is that you don't have to be smarter than the guy next to you all the fucking time. Jesus fucking Christ. So yes, research these nuts, please. Yep, I just used the joke twice. How about that? But I'm just so damn sick of it. I honestly, I understand I'm on the internet and people are gonna say what they're gonna say, but there's just certain things that I'm fucking sick of. Now, if you look through that last video, a lot of people put up their political opinions. I left them there because they're their opinions. So you fucking post your opinions. I don't give a shit. But then when people start attacking me personally because we don't have the same views, that's, for lack of fucking better term, that's fucking childish as shit, right? But where I guess for me, it's time to set some fucking boundaries, right? It's time to set some goddamn boundaries. The amount of people that come and tell me like, Josh, why did you say that when you should have said this? Why did you title it this when you should have said that? And all this fucking nonsense I just wish would stop. What are you talking about? Why did I discuss my own opinion on my own goddamn YouTube channel? It's not quite the fucking mystery that you think it is. It's how I felt. It's what I was thinking at the time, so I fucking said it. How about it? It's not that fucking crazy. But there's so many people running around the internet saying, you should have said this, and you should have thought that. And look, I get it. I get it. Their version, people that are telling people to do the research aren't actually doing research, guys. Let's not fucking kid ourselves. Here's what they're doing. They're turning on their favorite whatever media outlet, whether that be on their phone or the internet or on their TV or whatever, and they're letting that media outlet repeat to them the shit they like hearing, right? And that's cool. Everybody should enjoy the shit they like hearing. Of course they should. But it is absolutely your burden to carry. It 100% rests on your shoulders to find the stuff you like hearing and consume that media, right? You have no right, no fucking right to run around and make somebody else carry that cross for you and say, you should have thought what I thought and you should say what I say. Just find the fucking thing you like and enjoy it. What the fuck is going on here? I absolutely draw the line at people telling me what I should think and what I should say. This might get me in a little hot water, but that's okay. I don't fucking care. There are literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of truckers here on YouTube that talk about trucking, right? And I don't mean to be a dick, but a lot of these guys are afraid of their own fucking shadow. Like, they're like, oh, I don't want to say anything too crazy, you know, that like demonstrates my own opinion, because I really want people to like me, and I want them to come back, and I want them to watch my videos, and I really want people to like me too, and I want them to come back and watch my videos, but I want you to like me, Josh, the person. I want you to like me and what I'm bringing to YouTube. I don't want you to like what you think I should be bringing to YouTube, okay? I don't even care if you like every fucking view that I have. I don't fucking care. I just think that fucking you should leave me the fuck alone. God damn it. Look, I'm going to wrap this up in a minute, but let me explain something. A lot of you guys here, I know I talk about the old channel. A lot of you guys here on this channel never even saw the old channel. You don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about it. There was a channel called This Guy Trucks, had 80,000 subscribers. It was fucking crazy, right? It was fun. It was crazy because it kind of all happened overnight. I got to like 3,000 subscribers and fucking exploded. And it scared the shit out of me because I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Apparently I was making videos people like, and that's cool, right? And then for some reason, a lot of people took personal issue with me. People I've never met in my life, people I didn't know. And there was sort of, I don't know how to say it, this orchestrated effort to run This Guy Trucks off of YouTube. And some of the most horrible shit that's ever been said about a human being was said about me, spread as fact, and all these lies going all over the place. People I'd never even spoke to in my life all came together and had stories of all these times I've wronged them. And it made me feel crazy, guys. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't even know these people. But they all got a story to tell about how This Guy Trucks did something to them. And look, I understand what it is now. At the time that it was happening, it was confusing. I literally felt like I was losing my fucking mind. I didn't understand it. And I deleted that channel. I literally lost my mind for a while, and I deleted the channel. You choose to get back up or you choose to stay down, right? I made the choice to get back up and try it again. And this time, I'm going to come the fuck back and never be afraid of what I have on my mind. Never be afraid of my opinions, because even if you play it safe and you do well, people are going to say a lot of horrible shit about you. So I'm just going to come on here and I'm going to tell you exactly what the fuck I think. And what I'm trying to tell you is that whole situation made me better. All right, you guys that are seeing me, this channel is all you know about me. You're getting the good shit. You're getting the fearless shit that I'm not fucking afraid to get on here and tell you what the fuck I think about something, okay? So all the people that are asking me to change my content so it's content that you like, that is the most entitled shit I've ever heard in my life. What about the other 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 people that watched the same video you did? But they wouldn't watch if I made the video just for you. That's crazy. Look, it's okay. I understand as a content creator, I'm going to miss sometimes. I'm not going to make a good video. I'm going to fuck up. And that comes with the territory. It's okay. It happens. It happens, right? But, God, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. To answer the question of will I change my opinions so that it more aligns with whoever you are and your opinion in particular, Jesus, I'm stuttering over here. The answer to that is an overwhelming fucking no. I won't, okay? Look, I'm sorry if we're not gonna line up sometimes. We're not gonna have the exact same fucking views. That's the way the world is. It's a big world out there, guys. Spread your worldview a little bit, you know, expand your horizons, as they say, and understand every once in a while you're just gonna hear something that you're not necessarily a fan of hearing. And you're gonna survive. You're gonna be okay. All right, that's my lecture on that for now. So let's get into this tow truck company thing. I would apologize for taking up 11 minutes on whatever that tangent was, but I don't, because it was what was on my mind. It's what I felt, and it's what I felt like talking about. Okay, I don't apologize. God damn it. Fuck. All right, I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I went in there to deliver. It was a fucking nightmare. I got there at the wrong time of day. Everything was taking forever to get anywhere. And this is like a minor screw up that leads to like the bigger screw up, right? I didn't read all the notes on my next load, right? My next load was 10 miles away, roughly 10 miles away. And I grabbed me an empty trailer from the load I just finished, and I rushed over there to go get it, and they gave me an address that said, hey, this trailer you have, you need to go drop it at a drop yard that's 10 miles away from here now, which was like 2 blocks from where I originally started, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Now I gotta go all the way back over there, and I didn't have to pick up that load that day. I could pick it up tomorrow, right? So I'm like, I'm just gonna go drop this trailer and I'm gonna call it a fucking day. I'll go back in the morning. Well, the damn notes for the load said don't take an empty to the shipper. Well, that's my own fucking fault, right? Absolutely. I should have read. I never read all the notes on a load. I never do. Bad habit of mine. So I didn't read all of them, and then I ended up kind of wasting my day. So I went to this drop yard. There was a security guard there. I don't know what's going on here. I'm waiting to get unloaded over here. Waiting for him to unload me. There's plenty of trucking videos like that if you guys are interested. Not on my channel, but on lots of channels. Anyways, I asked the security guard if he knew of a place to park around there. It's Charlotte. We don't have a terminal there. And you got to drive a long ways out of town to find parking. And he's like, yeah. He points to like this certain spot on the side of the road. He says, if you just park right over there, he said, nobody ever fucks with people when I have them parked there. They don't get tickets, nothing. He said, and I'm here till 3 a.m. So if I see someone rolling up on you, I'll go wake you up, you know. He said, so you're good right there. And I said, okay, cool. So I'm bobtail at that point, right? Don't have a fucking trailer. Bobtail. What I just said. Little redundant, isn't it? Anyways, I realized, well, I'm kind of hungry, I'm thirsty, all these things. And there's a little 7-Eleven down the street from me. So I go over to this 7-Eleven. And when I pull in, I notice there's 2 other bobtail trucks sitting in there. I'm like, oh, well, I wonder if we can park there, because they both have their curtains closed. I was like, huh, I'll be damned. So I go inside and buy my groceries for the night, right? And I asked the girl working there, I said, hey, I'm in that truck right there, you know, no trailer or anything. Can I park here for the night? And she goes, yeah, I think you'll be okay. Well, I don't see why not. And I said, fuck yeah, that's a good enough answer for me. And so I pay for my stuff and I ask her again. Because what she said was, I think you'll be all right. Well, that's an answer, but it's kind of a scary answer. It's not really definitive, right? So I said, hey, are you sure that I can park here for the night? And she goes, well, technically we're a truck stop. She said, we got truck fuel. We just don't really have parking for trucks with trailers. She said, you should be fine. I don't see why you wouldn't be. And I said, fuck yeah, that's good enough for me. So I didn't go back to the little parking spot on the street. Instead, I got a Swift truck trying to back in next to me. Hope you don't take my fucking hood off, fucking Swifties. Anyways, I stayed there at the 7-Eleven. Played me a little Witcher, had me some hot wings and meatballs from 7-Eleven. I don't recommend either. Good thing I carry my bucket with me, which also reminds me of all the people taking me completely seriously all the time and thinking that I think that I'm speaking the gospel. I'm the same guy that talks about shitting in a bucket all the time. Yeah, that's me. That's me. So anyways, I'm just a happy guy, right? So eventually the night goes on and I decide it's time to get me some sleep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm getting me some sleep. I wake up 4 a.m. to someone knocking on the side of the truck. And like, you guys get that? Sometimes people knock on the side of your truck. It's very disorienting. You're like, fuck, where am I? Anxiety, all kinds of shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm parked at that 7-Eleven. Oh, they're probably asking me to move my truck. That's fine. My 10-hour break should be about over anyways. And I get up in the front seat, move the curtain, roll the window down, and it's a tow truck, little pickup truck, tow truck, sitting right next to me. And he's standing outside the window or my door or whatever, and he goes, hey, you know you can't park here, right? And I said, are you fucking serious? And he goes, no, you can't park here. I said, man, I asked the manager here twice last night if I could park here, and she told me that it was fine. And if I'm never sure, I'll go ask. And I've asked probably a good 100 times in my time being an over-the-road trucker. Hey, is it cool to park here? Every time I've been given a yes, it's been not a problem. I've been told no plenty of times and I've left. I went somewhere else. That's fine. But I said, shit, okay, well, she told me I could park here, so whatever. It's fine. My 10-hour break's almost over anyway, so I'm going to leave. He goes, who told you that? And I said, I don't know. I didn't get her name. I said, she works in the store. He's like, can you describe her? I said, yeah. I mean, she was young. She was a like black girl, 5 foot, 5'2", somewhere in that range. That's all I know. And he goes, yeah, the other 2 guys that I booted, they told me the same thing. And I'm like, what do you mean booted? And he goes, oh yeah, I booted your truck too. I'm like, well, thank you, sir. Well, I appreciate that so much. He failed to mention that at all. He's like, yeah, so anyways, are you going to pay for this or is Swift going to pay for this? I said, well, I'm an owner-operator of Swift. I said, there's no way they're going to pay for this, and I bet you I can't afford it. And he goes, oh, Swift will pay. He says, I deal with them all the time. You deal with them all the time? What a scumbag this guy is. This is his job, booting trucks and then calling companies and shaking them down for money. Get a real job, asshole. What the fuck are you doing, right? And I'm like, motherfucker. So he's already on the phone with Swift, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm just kind of sitting in the truck going, oh, I guess they're gonna have to pay. Like, I mean, I got a little bit of money, you know, but whatever. And he's on the phone for like a half hour waiting on hold. So I went over to his truck and I asked him, I said, well, how much is it? $200-300. I'll pay the fucking thing, whatever, fucking fine. And he goes, $1,800. And I looked at the guy and said, are you out of your fucking mind? $1,800? And he's like, hey, $1,800 to take it off. And all it was, guys, was a cable wrapped between, you know, the fucking wheels and with a big thick padlock on it, right? Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. I know what a lot of you are thinking, and I don't know how legal it is, and I didn't want to get my ass in trouble all the way over in Charlotte, North Carolina. A lot of you are thinking, cut that motherfucker. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's not the choice I made. I got bolt cutters in here, right? I'm sure I get through that fucking cable one way or another. I'm sure of it. Somebody suggested I go buy an angle grinder and just cut that fucker off. Look, I'm not saying anybody's wrong about that. What I was concerned with was, is this a thing that where I could catch charges if I did something like that? I don't know. I don't fucking know. So, I did not choose to cut it off, right? I was just baffled. I said, how does it cost $1,800 to take this off? He goes, hey, that's the cost. I said, you put it on for free, motherfucker. Now all of a sudden, it's $1,800 to take off the thing you just put on my truck? How is it $1,800 for you to take your shit off my truck? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me, right? It's like, you're holding the key, stupid. You're holding the fucking key. What are you talking? Where does $1,800 even come into this? Get your shit off my truck, asshole, right? It's like, you could have just punched the guy in the stomach, right? Just hypothetically. I'm not suggesting we go assault. I was going to say I'm not suggesting we assault tow truck drivers, but I'm not opposed either. I'm not saying we shouldn't after this. Sorry, YouTube. I'm playing YouTube. I'm sorry. But like, yeah, punch him in the stomach. He drops the key, you unlock it, and you fucking pull the cable off there and you whip his ass with it, and you say, have a nice day, punk. And about that time, a fucking white trash girl, 4 in the morning, walking across the the 7-Eleven parking lot, smoking a cigarette, not wearing shoes. She looks over at you, she catches your eyes, and you two passionately kiss in the middle of the parking lot, and then you tell her, you say, get your sweet ass up there in that truck, we're going for a ride. And then you ride off into the sunset, but there was no fucking sunset because it was 4 in the morning, and this guy's fucking up my whole fantasy about this white trash girl that I met at 7-Eleven because he's got the goddamn boot on my truck, that son of a bitch, right? So then I start to fucking panic. I'm like, my God. I said, what the fuck, dude? Are you serious? And he goes, hey, there's signs posted here that you can't park here. And I'm like, okay. I mean, yeah, you got me there. If I'm being honest with you guys, you got me there. If there's signs posted, then there's signs posted. He wins that part of the argument. But I don't understand why the employees or management or whatever would even tell us we can park there. Just say no. No's a fine answer. Just say no. And then I'll go somewhere else. I had a spot I could have parked, right? So anyways, it takes like 2 hours. 2 fucking hours for him to get through to Swift. We do the whole comm check thing, all that. It takes forever. And then he puts the little key in the lock, pulls it off, and goes, thanks, have a nice day. Yeah, thank you too, motherfucker. Thank you too. I appreciate you so much. Oh, God. Then I'm all of a sudden $1,800 in the hole, right? I don't know how to pay $1,800, guys. Do I look like I have $1,800 fucking dollars? I don't even look like I have $18 until everybody started throwing money at me in the last video. Now I might have $18. I ain't got no $1,800. That's absolutely fucking absurd. So it was early in the morning, still very early for Swift, who's over in Arizona, right? So I let the day go by, stressing out the whole fucking day. How is this gonna work? I'm worried that they're just gonna take it, you know, like, fuck, my next check is gone. Most of my check after that is gone. All because, fuck, because I didn't read the sign. And sure enough, there was a sign there. There was a sign there. Anyways, fuck. fine, he got me on the fucking sign thing. So anyways, later in the day, I called over to Swift. I don't know how much of that I should talk about. They didn't do me like any kind of special favor or anything like that, but I called and I talked to the right people, and we were able to come up with a solution that works for me to pay this $1,800 that I owe now for the fucking God. But they were super cool about it. Swift always, as far every interaction I've had so far, very professional, and they always seem to have some sort of solution. But this whole thing was such fucking bullshit. I mean, I couldn't believe. And the guy, like, I just don't get it. Like, people that have jobs like that, like, can you learn a skill? And I don't mean to be that guy. Everybody's like trying to make a living, right? But like your job is like going around to people's vehicles or trucks or whatever and putting some sort of locking device on it and then saying, give me money and I'll take that off. Maybe you should have never put it on in the fucking first place, right? I understand why towing is a necessity sometimes, you know. You don't want all us truckers parking in your apartment complex. I totally get that. But goddamn, we're at a place where all three of us were given verbal permission to park there, and we all got hit with that $1,800 fucking charge. What a goddamn racket. I don't know the math, but that fucking that company did almost $6,000 just in that small parking lot that night. And honestly, that seems excessive. That seems like a lot of fucking money, right? It would have been a lot more expensive, of course, if I woke up and they were towing my ass out of there. That would have been a whole situation. But it seems like there should be some sort of rules against that. Like, hey, yeah, I made a mistake and I didn't read the sign. Do you really need to take 2 weeks worth of fucking, a week and a half, a week, whatever it comes out to, worth of my income over like a pretty harmless mistake? It's fucking absurd. But we got a way to work it out. It's gonna be fine. But I don't know. I'm half tempted to just stop going to the East Coast. Nothing good ever happens on the East Coast. Ever. So I don't know. That's the story, guys. I'll get through it. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it's just kind of one of those things you live with. I'd say you learn, but I mean, I learned that lesson a long time ago. I've never been towed or booted before, but I've always known to go in and ask people if I wasn't sure if I could park, and it's never ever been an issue my entire career, and this time it was. So from now on, I guess if I'm just not sure, I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to go somewhere else. But it was just a bad place at a bad time. I didn't really have anywhere else to park the truck unless I wanted to go way out of town. Maybe I could have parked inside that drop yard. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I didn't think I was making a bad decision at the time, but $1,800 decision apparently. All right, that's the video. Bye now.